Gingerbread Man. Once upon a time, I was going to make gingerbread cookies for my whole class so we could decorate them. So I thought that would be a good idea, and I thought that the duck pond would love to decorate some gingerbread cookies. So I called up the baker and I said, "Hey, Mr. Baker Man, I need a dozen gingerbread cookies so that my class can decorate them." So the baker said, "All right, Miss Cinnamon, I got you." And he went to order the ingredients. Well, when he went on the internet to go and order the ginger, he meant to order 1 case of ginger. But what he actually ordered was 11 cases of ginger. And that was too much. So when he got all of that ginger, he was so upset. And he thought to himself, what am I going to do with all of this ginger? It's so much. So he had an idea. He thought instead of making a dozen gingerbread cookies, he would make a whole big, giant, kid-sized gingerbread cookie. So he put all of the ingredients into the bowl, and he mixed it all up, and then he rolled it out into a big, flat sheet of cookie dough. And then he took a knife and he cut out a gingerbread kid. And then he put it on a big old pan and he put it in the oven. And he closed the oven, he set the timer, and then he went to watch TV. Well, while he was watching TV, he heard a sound. He heard, ooh, 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 ooh. Well, the baker didn't know what that was. And so he got up and he walked to the kitchen and he opened up the oven. And when he did, out popped a big gingerbread cookie man. And that gingerbread man said, "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And he ran away. Well, the baker took off running after him, but the baker, he had a big old belly. So he was like, as he ran after the gingerbread man. So the gingerbread man went out running down the street, and he passed by old lady Agatha's house. And old lady Agatha was knitting in her rocking chair on her porch, and she suddenly smelled it. She said, that smells good. The baker man must be making cookies." And then the gingerbread man ran by her and said, "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." Well, old lady Agatha really wanted some gingerbread, so she got off of her rocker and got off of her porch, and she chased after the gingerbread man. She was like, step, step, clank with her walker, step, step, clank with her walker, step, step, clank with her walker. And behind her came the baker, chasing after that gingerbread man. Well, a little bit later, the gingerbread man had to cross the street because he wanted to get to the forest. And as he crossed the street, he saw a crossing guard and a couple of kids from the duck pond. So he waved at the kids from the duck pond, and then he said to the crossing guard, he said, "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And he took off running. And as soon as the kids got across the street, the crossing guard ran after the gingerbread kid too. So then you have the gingerbread man, and you've got old lady Agatha, step, step, clink, step, step, clink, step, step, clink. And then you've got the baker who's like, and then you've got the crossing guard chasing after the gingerbread kid going, "You didn't stop on the sidewalk. You didn't cross right." Well, the gingerbread kid ran all the way down the sidewalk and into the woods. And when he got to the edge of the woods, he looked up and he saw a bunch of crows. And the crows smelled the gingerbread too. And the crows said, caw! Which, of course, as we all know, means yum. And then his buddy said, caw, caw! Which, as we all know, means get him. And the gingerbread boy, hearing that, he looked up in the sky and he said, run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. And he ran into the woods. Well, luckily for the gingerbread man, the woods were so deep and dense that all the leaves on the trees touched each other, and they made it so that the birds could not get through the branches. So they no, so they ran through the woods, and the gingerbread kid thought he was fine. And old lady Agatha was like, step, step, clink, step, step, clink, step, step, clink. And the baker man was like, and the crossing guard was still yelling about how the gingerbread man hadn't stopped. He was like, you didn't stop. And so the gingerbread kid ran into a clearing. Now, a clearing is a place where there are no trees. So there were no leaves covering up so the birds couldn't get in. So the gingerbread man ran into the clearing and he stopped. And he thought, uh-oh. And then old lady Agatha got there. Step, step, clink, step, step, clink, step, step, clink. Right. And then the baker man showed up and he had to sit down because he was so tired. He was like, and then the crossing guard showed up. And he was going to go give the gingerbread kid a lecture. And then the bird showed up and said, caw! Which, of course, as we all know, means let's eat. So the crows came down and they ate some gingerbread. And old lady Agatha went over and she broke off some gingerbread. And the baker man broke off some gingerbread. And the crossing guard broke off some gingerbread. And they all ate up the gingerbread kid until all that was left was crumbs. And then some mice came and got the crumbs. And they were so tired and so full that the birds went back to their nest. Old lady Agatha sat down under the tree. The crossing guard lay down in the sun, and the baker leaned up against a different tree. And they all took a nap. And now, my friends, it's time to snuggle up tight, close your eyes, and take a rest. I love you. Good night.